Welcome to Sunday Qigong on a chilly, misty evening in South Africa. Let's start off with a Tai Chi Qigong posture. Soften your tailbone, knees, ankles. Long spine, tuck your chin in, drop your shoulders. Allow that star string to lift the top of your head towards the sky. Just be conscious of your feet on the ground, grounding toes, the balls of the toes touching, heels touching, outer side of the foot. And just start off with a rotation as if your whole spine is rotating without breaking in the center. Sort of keep it straight, long, strong. And as you turn your body, your arms are just automatically going to come with the movement. Just easy breathing. Allow yourself to just settle into the beginning of the class. Notice how you feel. Kind of say hi to Qigong, back again. Sort of carving a little bit of space for yourself in the week. A little bit of space for your body, creating space in your body along your spine, creating space in your emotions, and creating space in your mind, okay? And as we move a little bit faster, our arms are going to come up and knock one over the navel and just below, and one over your door of life, which is over your kidney and your adrenal gland area. So I need to warm up. So I'm using this as a real yang exercise to get me warm. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit and knock a little bit harder. Of course, if you're very hot, maybe you're going to do it a little bit more slowly. Being aware of the rotation going through your hips and your lower back. Feel the body waking up as you clap on it. This is how they used to warm up. The gauchos used to use this on their horses to wake their horses up and get them ready for work in Argentina. And apparently the Russian soldiers used to do the same. Clapping across the body, the horses' backs, shoulders, legs, before they went out into action. Hey, it's come up one hand into shoulder nest, other one stays on the dantian, and know that you are knocking over your lung 1 and 2 points. Very good for immunity of the body. So here in Cape Town, where it's freezing cold and rainy, really good to do this. Keep your lungs strong for winter. Lungs are responsible for a large part of the immunity of your body. Keep your tailbone dropped, your head lifted up, creating song in the spine. Song means making space in the body. One hand over your trapezius, over a point called shoulder well, gallbladder 31. Very good for headaches. Very good for shoulder pain. Very good for loosening up neck stiffness. And back down to shoulder nest, lung 1 or 2, little fist here, going into the well of the shoulder, little hollow below the clavicle, just before the shoulder bone start, and back down to the lower dantian. Allow your breath to deepen, maybe close your eyes for a couple of moves just to start going into your body, interocepting, being aware of how your body feels inside when you're working. How does your spine feel? How do your hips feel? How do your shoulders feel? And slowly slow it down. Right. Let's work the breath through the body. Let's do spinal cord breathing. We haven't done that for a while. So loose fists and your breath in as your arms come up, round through the shoulders and elbows, and go into an arch at the back. And then as you come forward, open between the shoulder blades. Breath in. As you go back, you're making a C curve of the spine there. As you come forwards, tuck your tailbone in, tuck your chin in, around your thoracic spine. Breathing in through the nose. Slow down, breathing out through the nose. Breathe out through the nose, helps to strengthen the lungs as we have to force the air out a little bit through a narrow pressure space as opposed to your mouth. And breathe in. We're moving the spinal cord and we're breathing at the same time. And we're helping to pump the cerebrospinal fluid up and down the spinal cord from the brain all the way along the spine and the spinal nerves as we do this. Very, very good for the central nervous system. The nervous system loves oxygen. And the central nervous system takes about 20% of the body's tissue is central nervous system, but it uses up 20% of all the body's oxygen. Very oxygen hungry. Let's do a couple out through the mouth now. Breathe in. Let's have a nice long exhale. Let's come out. Turn to the side, breathing in. Breathe out forwards. Let's go back to nasal breathing. Breathing in. Open, open, open. Breathing out. The vertebral bodies with the ribs is like a bucket handle shape. Movement to mobilize the rib joints as they join onto the vertebra and the dorsal spine. We're often very stiff there. And if you want to have a full breath in all the joints of the ribs, it must be nice and flexible. Open through the groin as well as the shoulders there. One more to each side. In and out. Relax. Okay, let's clear a little bit, dropping and turning. So our shoulders are going up to that 90-degree level, and then we're just going to drop our arms really heavy and let our knees sink at the same time. And here we have an out breath through the mouth. Now you drop and turn, and you can speed it up if you like. So we're clearing any stagnation and tightness between the shoulder blades, through the shoulders, through the neck, anything that's just generally in your consciousness that's a bit heavy, just toss it out. Create a little bit of breeze around you. And relax and shake it out. Okay, let's do a bit of knocking over the kidney area, low lumbar area, up and down. You can rub with your hands or you can knock, whichever works for you best. Up and down, warming up the kidneys, warming up your lower back. Very nice if you have low back pain, stiffness over here. Up and down, just rub it up and down. You can rub right down over the sacrum as well, and the sacroiliac joints, you can knock them as well. Rub up and down. Nice bit of warmth. You can also lean forwards a little bit when you do that. That's quite nice if you've got a stiff back, just to lean forwards as you knock up and down. All right, and from there we're going to go down the outside of the legs, clapping down the gallbladder meridian there, coming in front and up there, kidneys and the liver, down the gallbladder and liver, head meridian. They look after the tendons of the body. Down you go. And this time you go down the bladder meridian, down the back of the leg, center of the back, coming up through the kidney meridian. Bladder and kidney. Bladder and kidney join together as paired meridian. Should be warming up a little bit now already. Coming up again. Bending your knees as you go down. And Nice little knock over the groin here. Over your kwa, KWA, your kwa, the gates of the legs. Remember your femoral artery and a vein are coming up here if you've done a lot of sitting. They might be a little bit compromised. So let's get some blood going through there. And let's knock over your navel, just below it. One hand at a time. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Feel your tummy muscles actually bouncing your hands back. So a little bit of tone in your tummy muscles so that you're not bashing your organs too strongly there. And then your hands are going to come up a little bit higher, just over your solar plexus there. It's the court of the yellow emperor up here, the name of the acupuncture points where decisions are made. Okay, and you know when you get, terrible fright or something, you hold that solar plexus area. You got to hold a little bit of shock in there, so just release that there. And then down to the lower dantian, which is storing energy for the body, the physical body. And a little bit below that, over a little point called sea of energy. So feeling a bit sluggish, that's a good area to knock. Let's knock up and down over the liver. So the liver for you is going to be behind the ribs on the right-hand side, okay? So you'll be knocking opposite to me on the screen, and then up and down over the spleen and the stomach. Just saying hello to your organs. If you've been sitting around for too long, it's really nice for them to get a little bit of movement and a little bit of extra blood supply. And then in a clockwise direction over the ascending, transverse, and descending colon. That's your large intestine. Okay, and just over your belly. Right, first layer off. Let's do some breathing. Let's get some extra oxygen in for pushing around the body as we do Qigong this evening. So get your hands tiger mouth just below the last ribs. Feel your ribs and then settle in just below them in that little V. Feet maybe out a tiny bit more. Drop your tailbone. Head lifted up, long spine. Tailbone settles down. And as you breathe in, you're going to push your hands out. As you breathe out, you just follow the breath back in. Okay, so breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing in through your nose, out through the nose. So if you really force that in-breath a little bit, you're going to strengthen the diaphragm. The dome diaphragm is going to be pushing out if you focus on your in-breath there. So the cylinder of your abdomen there is expanding as you breathe in and just dropping back easily as you breathe out. Keeping your hands on your waist or slightly low down on your hips. Let's do a bit of rotation of the hips to the side, to the back, the side, and forwards. So initially feeling the right side, back, left side, and forwards. And as you get into the movement, try and smooth that out into a beautiful circle. So it no longer becomes a box, it's more of a sort of oblong here as you do that. Really smoothing it down. Your waist is so important. You've got all your really important organs there, your liver, your gallbladder, your stomach. And we really need flexibility in this area for the organs to work well. Change direction. Round. Let's feel the circle working from the top. So now your hips are going to stay still and your body is going to drop to the side from above the waist. It's going to go back to the opposite side and forwards. This movement is called Great Bear rotates his waist. And usually China doesn't really talk in R's. They usually say Great Bear rotates body. So keeping the bottom part of your body still and the upper body is doing the turning here. Also looking for a smooth circle. Come up straight and then down and in the opposite direction. And often you'll find the one direction is more easy, either in the range of movement or in your feeling of ease as you do this. Chin tucked in and relax. Drop your hands to your knees and let's just do a little bit of movement through our knees at the same time as we're supporting the knees here. Bend your knees a little bit further down. Opposite direction. And shake it out. Okay, let's do a little bit of shaking of the body. And you're welcome to move around as you shake or just stay in one position or one leg up, one leg down. Works really well for me. Notice the shaking of your shoulders up and down. Bit of shaking through your head and neck. Shaking through the waist, the hips, the knees, down to the ankle. And let's work a little bit with the lungs. So the lungs, if it's been really, really cold or there's been quite a lot of smoke around or pollution around, strengthening the lungs, we use the physical lung sound, which is with a Z. We want a more emotional lung sound, we go with an S. Okay, so for the physical lung, let's look at Z. So breathe in and big breath in and last one, big breath in. And relax and just close your eyes and stand for a few seconds and just notice how your body's feeling. Is there any warmth? Is there any tingling? Is there any more lightness through your body there? And where's your breath? Just be aware of where your breath is. Don't change anything, just notice. Okay, let's go and do into some flows. Let's start off with a traditional Tai Chi opening. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, and shoulders, elbows, wrists come down. You can do a very light rocking from your toes back onto heels as you do this. Feel as if your arms are floating up on the breath, floating down on the breath, in and out through the nose. So slowing down as we come to the flows. We slow our body down, we slow our mind down, and the energy can flow easily through the body. So it's a time of strengthening up. We kind of loosen the body in the first half of the class today. Got the oxygen circulating, and now we're thinking about letting the energy within the body and the energy that we bring in from the outside into the body to circulate through the body. Keeping that breathing in and out through the nose. Feel a bit of an undulation through your spine. Getting undulating movements through your spine is such a healthy thing to do. Just gives you better mobility, better flexibility of the spine. So it's that rounding the spine and then moving up from the tailbone up, keeping your chin tucked in, keeping your spine long. Okay, now we're going to open up in the 6 directions, forwards and back, forwards, out to the side, forwards and down, forwards and back, forwards, out to the side, floating your arms, and down. Breathing in, breathing in. And we left someone behind there, so let's go. So we're going up and in and out and open and back and down. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Hands are going through the field of energy around you. And when I talk and I don't count, then I lose my 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Last one. Holding a little chi ball, stepping forwards with 1 foot. And just lunge backwards and forwards a couple of times and feel that you've got a nice space between your legs. As you go forwards, you're going to bring the weight onto the front knee, but the knee doesn't go further than your toes. So bending your knee, but sinking your hip at the same time, and back. And we're going to part the clouds. So we're going to start in a wrist cross position, about 3 fingers up from the wrist crease there. Our wrists going opposite each other, but not touching. We're going to part the clouds and come back. Where are we starting from? Let's start from in front of the heart. Breathing out. We can breathe out through the mouth because we're clearing stuff. Breathe in, breathing out. Feel the spiral through your arms as you do this. Weight forwards, weight back. We're grounded with the earth, which gives us stability. And we work with clearing at the level of the heart here. So this will be emotional clearing, any stagnant, old stuff. Want to clear out, just make space for it to leave so that you can have new emotions, easier emotions there. You can have right wrist in front, and next time you can have left wrist in front. Now let's go from the level of the head, clearing your mind, parting the clouds, clearing any stuck thoughts, any stagnation, looking for lightness and clarity in your mind as you do that. So really feel as if you're clearing the clouds, you're clearing the mists, and so they can see that blue sky. And the sky is so huge, it's so accommodating for so many different ideas, different happenings in your life. Carry them all. Coming down, and let's go down to the lower dantian, down and clear. What would be clearing here? Any stagnation in the body from the lower dantian, any physical stiffness, stuckness, sluggishness of the body. Allowing your body to feel grounded so that you can grow the ideas you get. Coming back Holding your chi ball, stepping back, opposite leg coming in front, and initially just feeling your lunge position. Backwards and forwards. Sinking down through the knee and the hip as you come forwards. Let's go up to the level of the second dantian. Cross, wrist cross here. You're going to have wrist cross and clear and come back. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in. Gathering new, exciting emotional energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And often we've got layers of things to be cleared. We clear the first layer and boops, the second layer pops up. Clear that one and there's another one. And you just need to do a little bit at a time, but slowly, slowly, you make progress. And let's clear from the head now. Clearing any stagnation in the head, any repetitive thoughts that won't go away. Looking for clarity and wisdom, clarity and wisdom through the mind. Breathing out. In. The universe is huge. The yang part of our body is our head, reaching up towards the yang universe. Lots of energy up there for us. Come down to the lower dantian. Clearing physical part of your body, maybe stiffness, stagnation. Feeling grounded. Clearing the worry guts. Coming back to your little chi ball. And I think it'd be nice to go from here to tiger piercing the veil, because it carries on with this clearing concept. So again, keeping your legs one in front of the other into that lunge position, just getting your position that feels good and stable and steady. It's so good for balance to practice doing exercises in this particular stance with the movement. Tiger, clearing the veil, hands facing outwards and clearing through the mist. Coming down, back, up, clearing. It's kind of a window washing movement, but I like to think of the tiger going along the forest paths at night, through the mist, with these bright yellow eyes, piercing the veil. And sometimes we need that strong sight to find our way in life. Breathing in, and that strength and the tiger courage. Breathe in as we come back. Breathe out as we go forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. You may be starting to feel a bit of buzzing through your hands. That's really good if you are. Coming back, hold the ball as you come back. Opposite foot in front. Feel your stance before you start. Just get comfortable in that rocking motion. Your tiger paws are facing outwards. We're going forwards, up. You can watch your hands down. Good for strength in the waist and the knees and the hips and up. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Feel your bright yellow tiger's eyes piercing through the veil, piercing through the mist, through the dark. Breathing in. Feel the strength of your body, coming from the lower dantian. Steadiness of your emotions coming from your heart level, and your purpose and your direction coming from the upper dantian, head. In. Breathing out, sinking down. Breathing in. Breathing out and coming down. Keeping your chi ball here. Open your legs slightly and let's come towards the end of our class doing embrace tiger. Push out. Back of the hands together, coming up, pushing forwards, and return to mountain. Breathe in, breathe out. To mouth if you like. Breathe in, you should come back of the hands together. Curl up from your tailbone. When you get to this level, sink your breastbone as you push forwards. Out breath, in breath all the way around. Lengthen through your spine, open your shoulders, drop your tailbone and back. Breathe out. Breathe in. Tuck your tailbone underlay through your spine. Sternum settles back. Push out that you exhale. Breathe in. Feel your Wei Qi, that's your sort of halo of immunity around your body as you open your arms. Breathe out. Your strength and your power of the tiger. Breathe in. Breathe out. Courage and your peace, your inner peace as you come around. Return to the mountain. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All the way around. Feeling the strength protecting you around yourself there. Courage. Breathe out. Breathe in. Everything you need for the journey ahead after piercing the veil. And breathe in. Open, open, open. And feel the world around you. Feel the universe. Feel nature. Feel gravity. Breathe out. Breathe in. Push forward. Sink your chest back. Open up. Stand tall. Feel the width of your biomagnetic field around you. And it extends far beyond your hands. Breathe out. Breathe in. That's the last one. Breathe out. Breathe in all the way down. Bring your hands just under your dantian and let's circle around, watching your hand, back, side, front. And we just settle your energy down the center, down your conception vessel in front. Breathing in, watch your hand go back, side, up to the sky, and coming down, just settling your energy after the class. And asking for a little bit more. If you still need a little bit more for the universe around you, it's packed with energy coming down. Breathe in. Around. Breathe out. Feel how every time you bring your hand down the center that you're strengthening this highway, this pathway. Influence all your yin channels in the body, all your organs. So feel that strong pathway coming down your center. Know that it goes round and goes up through around the back and then comes overhead and down again. Then we would be turning the wheel from the Du meridian to the Ren meridian, the governor to the Ren meridian in front. Both hands over your dantian. Just below your navel, bring your feet together. And close your eyes and just allow your breath to soften, your face to soften. And just notice how your body feels. Notice the weight through your feet, how it changes going in and out of balance. It's what our lives do all the time. Elbows a little bit away from the body. Drop your tailbone. Tuck your chin in, long spine. Notice the temperature of the air around you. Touch of your clothes and your skin. Allow your face to soften, space between the eyebrows to soften, your jaw, shoulders, back of the head. Allow your hands to drop down. And slowly open your eyes. Just take a few moments to notice your surroundings. And thank you for being with me to do Sunday Qigong.